Of course I know what a credit score is. My credit score is 1,000. Hey, what's going on guys? Trey here, and welcome back to the channel that is specifically dedicated in getting you out of debt, on your way to financial freedom, and ultimately so that you can begin building wealth. And today I'm going to be covering what exactly is a credit score and what does it comprise of. So without further ado, here we go. Credit scores estimate the likelihood of your paying back any type of debt. So when we speak of debt, we're talking about credit cards, automobile loans, mortgages, student loans, etc., etc. Credit scores go from anywhere between 300 to 850. 300 being the lowest, 850 being the highest. Now, generally, you won't see a credit score as low as 300, okay? The lowest that I've seen was about 570. The lower your credit rating is, the more susceptible you'll be to accumulating higher interest rates. Let's say you're going to look for a car. If your credit rating is really low, you're probably going to get a higher interest rate, which means you'll be paying more money towards interest as opposed to the principal balance of the vehicle loan. The higher your credit rating is, the more susceptible you'll be to getting a lower interest rate. The reason you want to aim towards having a higher credit rating and a lower interest rate on any type of loan, it means the less interest you pay, the more money that goes towards the principal balance. In terms of your actual credit rating, 629 and lower, it's considered to be bad credit. 630 to 689 is considered to be fair credit. 690 to 719 is considered to be good credit, and 720 and higher is considered to be excellent credit. There are 5 areas that actually make up your credit score, and let's go over these real quick. But before we do so, for those of you who have already established your credit or working on your credit, put down in the comments below what your experience in doing so has been. First area that actually makes up your credit rating and it plays the highest role in your actual score is your payment history. It actually makes up 35% of your credit rating, all right? So it plays the most important role. Rule of thumb in this event is you never ever want to be late on any payments. If you're struggling and you won't be able to make your next payment, you need to ensure that you call your lender to let them know so that you can work out some type of payment plan so that you won't be docked for a late payment. Even one payment will drop your credit score drastically. Another rule of thumb in this is always put all of your payments on auto pay. That way you'll ensure that you'll never be late on a payment. The second highest role in your credit score, and that is how much do you owe? How much have you actually borrowed from a lender? Now this makes up 30% of your credit rating. One thing that goes into play with this particular area of how much you owe is your credit utilization score. Let's just say that you opened up a new line of credit by way of credit card. Your available credit is $1,000. The rule of thumb is you never want to go over 30% utilization on that credit card. So what that means is you never want to spend more than $300 if your available credit is $1,000. And the reason for that being, lenders will look at it as though you're not responsible with your money if you go over 30%, which essentially boils down to you don't have the assets to pay for what you're looking to get, so you're using a credit card. So you want to keep the amount that you owe under 30% at all costs. Now the third thing that makes up your credit score rating, although not as important as the first two, but yet and still plays a pretty significant role, the age of your credit. My father actually put me on as an authorized user when I was 18 years old to an American Express card. Although his intentions were great, I personally was not ready at 18 years old to have that type of a credit card because I did not quite understand spending. He actually helped me out greatly because my credit age goes all the way back to 18 years old. So with it playing a 15% role in your credit, you want to ensure that you're keeping your accounts open as long as possible. Rule of thumb again is to never close your accounts. So the longer you have established your credit history, the better you'll be in the long run in maintaining a high credit score. All right, so the fourth thing that makes up your credit score is the mix of your credit. So what does that mean? How many different forms of credit do you have in your credit portfolio? Credit cards, it's considered to be revolving credit. Student loan, automobile loan, personal loan. All four of these, although there are other examples, make up your credit folder. So the more that you have, the better it will be for your credit score. Now, this makes up about 10% of your score. Not exceedingly important, however, it does play a role. This doesn't mean to just go open up a bunch of different types of credit. As we go into number 5, you'll understand why it plays an important role. You do want to ensure that you have a very good mix of different types of credit to ensure you can utilize that 10%. The last and fifth one that makes up your actual credit score, hard inquiries, or how recently have you applied for a line of credit. Whenever you actually apply for any type of credit, that lender is going to perform a hard inquiry against your credit. They're looking to see what your credit score is, and they're also looking to see how you rate in these 5 areas that I'm going over with you. These inquiries are generally going to stay on your credit for about 7 years, and it will fall off automatically. Some instances you'll actually have to contact the credit bureaus to ask them to have that taken off. The reason I said you don't want to go out and just open up a bunch of different lines of credit is because you're going to get a hard inquiry for every single line of credit that you're attempting to open. In summary, your payment history, how much you owe, your credit age, your credit mix, and lastly, how recently have you applied for a line of credit, i.e. hard inquiry. All right, guys, so there you have it. A crash course on what exactly a credit score is. If you found this video to be helpful at all, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe, as it helps this channel to grow so that I can continue making videos just like this one to help you along your financial freedom journey. If you have any questions regarding credit, please put it down in the comments below and I will be sure to answer any questions that you might have. I will see you guys on the next video.